pretty good. Okay. All right. This is just a quick live. This is nothing too crazy today. So I'm going to bring you up here. For those people that haven't done the live thing before, it's a whole lot more fun to join us live than it is to watch later. So if you can possibly join live, a whole lot more fun. That way I can answer questions and that type of stuff in real time. And hopefully I can learn something from you guys in real time, etc., etc. Hey Pat, what's going on? If anybody has a chance, go over and check out Average Timber Cutter. One word, Average Timber Cutter. That's Mason's channel. He's actually doing some testing right now. He just tested the blacked out 660, which just left yesterday. Cam came and picked it up. So thank you, Cam, for that, and I hope you enjoy the saw. One kind of quick note on the black 660. Yes, same old here too, just busy, you know. One quick note on the black 660. So I was talking to Cam about it, and I was trying to, I totaled everything up, and I mean, it really goes to show that if he didn't get that saw in a box for free, he was going to be significantly underwater on the saw. So you got to be real careful with used saws. You got to know what you're looking at, and you got to get it for cheap, you know, or preferably free. So I am not necessarily subject to quite the same restrictions as everybody else, because even if I pay a lot for a used saw, I get a video out of it and I get to hang out with you guys, and that does it enough for me. But if you guys are looking to actually like not lose money, you got to be real careful with what you pay for saws. I know right now, just looking on eBay, even locally, people want top money for stuff, and just completely obscene amounts of money. Like there's a 272 on eBay right now. It's like $350, and it literally just looks like it's been dragged behind a truck. There are chunks missing, pieces missing. There's just nothing good on that saw, and the guy wants $350 for it. And I mean, some of this stuff is just insane. So I want everybody to be very leery of that. There's my kind of you know, thing for the day, I guess. So just be real careful what you pay for things. Jeepers creepers. All right. What are we doing? Absolutely huge. And I'll say this, it will. I'll put my email in the thing here. In the live chat. It's Matty05 at AOL.com. The O is letter O, not a zero. Great, I don't have a button for this stupid packing. So I needed a 394 top, because the other one I sent down to Joe. Of course, this one comes with mismatched. Jeez. Wide and narrow clips. They're the same length, but if you have a top that requires narrow clips, the wide ones won't fit. But the narrow ones will fit with the wide clips for the tops. So just one thing to be wary of. It won't matter to me. I'll just swap them out. I think I happened to pick up some 262 stuff. Be right back. Hang on, quick second. Yeah. Well, this is actually 254, but basically same deal. So, I gotta go upstairs. Hang on for 2 seconds, guys. I'll be back. Give me 2 minutes. Alright, okay, here we go. Steelman. Yep. Well, hump day here means I'm off, so. Which is nice. Really enjoying my new schedule. Again, everybody go check out Average Timber Cutter's channel. He was doing some testing. So his, I think most current video is the 660s. So I think my aftermarket 660 did beat the OEM, but not by much. So I keep buying parts piles. Oh, this broke. That's kind of cruddy. You really need to buy new ones of these anyway. New baffles, just because the heat gets them after a while. The newest project, yes, you go see one word, Average Timber Cutter. That's Mason's channel. So this is all basically 262 stuff or 254. And the thing is, like, you go to buy one of these dogs, oh man, how expensive is that? Or a trigger, you know, whatever. I mean, so hot tip and trick here. So these are the AV mounts, the rubber AV mounts for the 254, 257. If you want, because there's a really short version of this that is very expensive. Just cut this off. Now you have it. Done. There's the super hot tip for the day. Rather than spending all the kinds of money on that, just chop it. You got it. They even have a chain catcher. Now, unfortunately, this one's a little bit more worn. Not really going to do its job at this point. But that's okay. Just toss that. Dan! Rained egg, 2 O's to fix. Okay. Hey, William. Morning. Sorry I didn't miss... I missed your live this morning. I didn't get to it. Yep, just unboxing parts piles on eBay. That's all. The oil caps are nice too, because sometimes if you over torque these, those will just snap. So an oiler pinion looks like it's in good shape. So all this stuff, two lots, $15 a piece, so $30 plus whatever it is in shipping. Well worth it to have these parts sitting around. Nice investment. Well, it does turn, but barely, so. Should do here just a little. I'm not planning on building a 262 anytime soon, but yeah, that turns. But when I do, you go and you take this apart and clean it real good. There's always this little rubber piece is always missing on the oilers. Probably won't find it here. Oh, cool, Paul. Again, like $4 for that, you know. Be nice to not spend the $4 for a Paul, you know, because they do break. Okay. Nice, some handle screws. Those are nice. Cool. What you can also do is on these intake blocks, I think this is a 254 block. I don't think this fits 262. But take it and you can hit it with a light and check for cracks. Nope, no cracks. So, nice. A little bit of a bigger bag here. And this all goes out to my 262 pile. And we'll work on that 272. All I need to do is unbox one thing there, and then I'll get a squish on. Morning, Harry. Yeah, I kind of never know when I'm going live these days, so I know that things are a little messed up, but this is kind of my schedule at this point, so there you have it, you know. All right. Another box. Check this out. So, what we do have coming one of these days is a 372. Another 372 that I got to build up. And this 372 has to be nice. So check this out. I actually found it cheaper to get the low top 372 kit with a high top cover than it was to buy the high top cover kit. I don't know why, but essentially you get it's a free low top when you do that. So I don't know why HL Supply has things priced like that, but that's the way it's priced. The other thing that's cool, so these are cool. These are momentary on-off switches. This is a 540 The top handle, 540 on-off switch. 537-41-9001. 537-41-9001. You can actually use these on a 372, which is cool. And the best part about that is that you have a momentary off switch. So it's always in the on position, except when you go to shut it off. So nice. This is a nice part. They're not that about $8 or $10 or whatever this is, but this can make your life easier on chainsaws. When you go to start it, you just I forgot the on switch type of thing. No, you don't have to forget the on switch. You just put it on your 372 and it's always ready to go, and it just shuts off by momentarily hitting it. Found covers for Red-Max. It's $5 cheaper. Chat. Yep. So I can get these really inexpensive from China if I want, but this is actually one of those things where Marcello is going to want something nice. So there's no way around this. I'm I'm doing a build and I'm going to lose money. It's just the way it is. But that's okay. That's fine. It's going to be nice. We're going to do it from scratch. Powdered cases, the whole shoot. Very exciting. And this is what I need to unbox. This is a 272 piston, so we're going to get to that. Again, another part you really don't want to skimp on. Even if you're building a 372, the OEM starters are really the must, because and you add any compression to it, and you're just going to tear up the aftermarket starters. So OEM starters, always the best. Got an air guide there too. So put one of those down there. What else did I get in here? Oh yeah, gaskets. What is it for? That's a 272 gasket kit. Don't know why I got that, but okay. Bar plate in here? Farmer Tech bar plate does not need to be OEM. Not a part that you need to have as OEM. Okay. Put that down there. This gets put in the junk, and then we put this over here. Okay. 272. All I need to do is get a squish number on this. Don't need the rings, but I do need the pin. Stuff is down here. Pin bearing and head. That's what I need. Pin bearing and head. Morning, Bandmill. What's going on? How we doing? We're good. Okay. So this 272 did not run that many tanks through it, and it lost its lunch. So what happened on this one was Sammy didn't do the bolt checks. You got to check them intake bolts, people. After you put things in with Loctite, but still, it don't matter. Things come loose, and you got to check them, especially on a new saw. um, newly, freshly built saw, you got to get in there and check things. So, yeah, this was a nice build that I did not too terribly long ago. It was last year, and don't think he ended up with many hours on it before it ate itself, which is a shame, but also kind of reality here if you don't do your bolt checks. The head bolts were good. The intake bolts were loose, and that's where the leak was. And I've already done a little bit of grinding on this, but I need to get a squish number for Rattler so he can do his usual. Cylinder did clean up, yeah. I got lucky on this. It's a KS cylinder. It was basically brand new OEM cylinder when I put it on. I had purchased the saw used, and this was one of those rare occasions I got real lucky on the saw. Just want to make sure that's clean. Got real lucky with this one. And it my brain's somewhere else. I need head bolts. Somebody had slapped a new piston and cylinder on this, brand new OEM, but they never went and did the full rebuild and never ran it. They never got it back together for whatever reason. So, luckily they didn't run it, because they probably never diagnosed why it died in the first place. If you don't diagnose things, then you end up in all kinds of trouble. Yeah, the cylinder was really nice. Like, I got it, and I'm like, wow, this is beautiful. And then I'm like, oh, shoot, this is OEM. Because I bought the saw and didn't know. Just put 2 on. But it's a little. Oh, I forget, did I machine this? I did. I did machine this, so this is probably machined, the crankcase is machined to fairly optimal. So let's see how optimal. Took 17 thousandths off the crankcase, off the deck. It's about 19 thousandths. So Squish is pretty much right on right now. So that's beautiful. Which also goes to show you how accurate the Meteor pistons are. That's really pretty good, considering the OEM I optimized as well. Okay, so now just a matter of literally chucking this cylinder. Alpo, what's going on, man? So I'll just have him clean up the band. See, on these, okay. These don't really risk free porting. But you can put a mark anyway. So, here's my razor blade. So what I'll do is I'll raise the piston to top dead center and stick a razor in here and make a little scratch on the piston. But I don't think you're going to risk free porting on this. And you're not risking the rings in there either, so it's not. Steel heads have a much higher tendency to free port and end up with real timing issues when you drop the head. The Huskies, they don't. You can kind of play with them a lot more, as far as I can see. That's been my experience so far. But let's see how much room we actually have as far as the free porting thing goes. Probably a lot. Yeah, like a quarter of an inch. There's a scratch. It's like a quarter of an inch. So you really do not need to worry about the whole free port thing. So now it's just time to amazing how well glued that is on there. Time to send this down to Rattler and get him to do his magic. So a little bit off the squish, a little bit off the base, and we should have it. So that's basically it for the morning. I have something so incredibly big coming. You guys are gonna love it. Early next week. I think it's early next week. I'm probably gonna make the announcement here. Some of you guys might already know what's going on, but so incredibly huge. It's gonna be the next thing. You guys all know that I sell tools. I've got something else coming. I'm gonna have a website and everything. It's all going to be centered around this one thing. Very, very exciting. Hope you guys stay tuned, because this is, at least not just for me, but for the chainsaw world, this is going to be so huge. And Band Mill Bob is going to be saving his his tax return for this for sure. Does the squish band still need to be machined? Yes. So the reason why you... Okay, so we can go over this real quick. So for people that don't know, let's see if we can look in there. Okay, so you can actually see that there's a dome in there, and then you've got the band, which is around. So the shiny band, and then the coated dome inside there. It's all carboned up. So if you machine the band, down that way, okay, then the dome area actually gets slightly smaller, which means the compression goes up. So the wider the band, more or less, then the higher the compression, because the actual dome, the actual combustion chamber is getting smaller. So less volume. So at least to a point, and there's certain, you start running into things like the tip of the spark plug, can hit the top of the piston, etc., etc. So there's a limit to what you want to do. You get around 300 pounds of compression, you could have a real problem. But with doing about 30 thousandths off the band and off the base, you'll have probably 200 pounds of compression, which is going to be all kinds of fun for this saw. So other questions? Does that make sense, guys? And then beyond that, we'll actually go and time it and the whole shoot. Do a little bit of port work. with the intake, the exhaust, make sure all the numbers are fairly optimized. So, anything else before I call it? Okay, I think that'll do it for me today. Thanks, guys, for watching. Do appreciate it. We will catch you guys on the flip side here. I don't know if I'll be alive this weekend. I don't know what I've got here to work on right now, other than that. I do have 288 crankcases for sale. If anybody wants 288 crankcases, other than Bob, of course. I've got this beautiful 288 powdered crankcase. New bearings, comes with a gasket kit. But I do want a premium for it. This is $350 shipped just for that. Everybody thinks that's insane, but as it turns out, it's not. Not for the powder coat and all that other stuff. It's a much better coating than regular paint. So, anybody can contact me. Bob put the link down. Do appreciate it, and we will see everybody later. And if I have anything, I'll come live and let you guys know. Have a great day, guys. Be safe, be healthy, and we'll see you soon. Later.